It's been 90 years since a sitting American president was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1919. Woodrow Wilson was made a laureate for his role in founding the League of Nations.
Long ago, the League of Nations was replaced by the United Nations, an organization that has been significantly reinvigorated by President Obama's emphasis on the role of dialogue and diplomacy in international politics.
It has been said that President Obama has turned down the world temperature.
Yes, he has achieved this by, oh yes, please, please. He has achieved this by encouraging dialogue and emphasizing on our common denominators rather than focusing on our differences, reminding us that there is indeed a brotherhood of man.
Absolutely, and this morning, Will and I met with a very old friend who's no stranger to the Peace Prize concert.
Wyclef! Wyclef Young.
What's up, Philly?
What's happening, man?
Mama, what up?
What's up, Brooklyn? You know, coming to this, being at this event, what's the significance
I mean,
for you?
it's incredible. I've been coming to Norway a long time, but I've never seen Norway in a frenzy like this. I mean, there is no bigger man than President Obama.
How long have you been coming to Norway?
Man, I've been coming to Norway with the Fugees. First time I came, I think like 97,
Nice.
98. And it was crazy because it's our first, you know, we come to Norway. And you got to think about it. It's insane coming from the hood of New Jersey.
Right.
And then you in Norway, and it's like, you know, everybody's like, and I remember they didn't call me Wyclef. Like when they see me, they be like, one time, two time, yo! I'm like, so for a while in Norway, I was known as the one time, two time, man. After a while, it got on my nerve, man. I said, I got to do more music, man. It went on for 5 years.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
What song you gonna perform tonight?
Tonight, my set is always an improvisation.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I never really.
Clef.
Yeah, right?
Deep.
But we can't do the same thing, right? This is Obama.
You know, that's true.
Right? We got to flip it a little different. Big Lung Lung, me and him, we had a conversation. So I was like, yo, we should do a crazy arrangement where the whole set starts off with a classical guitar meets the piano. And Lung Lung was like, well, you know, there's one problem. Someone has to write this thing out. Because you got to write the sheet music.
Right.
So the actual composer of the whole show showed up at my hotel this morning, like 10 o'clock. So that's how we're going to start the show with this song called Gunpowder. And after Gunpowder, we'll do a song called War No More. But, you know, it was important that, that we represent, because it's the eclectic of the show. We ain't want to just come on.
See, that's a hot title for your album is Wyclectic.
I like that.
It's Wyclectic.
I like that.
I just made that up.
I
just made it up.
Oh, you killed me.
I'm just saying.
That's the new slang.
It's the new slang.
Wyclectic.
It's just Wyclectic, man. You know,
No way, let's get Wyclectic.
I asked my mama, why do you cry? She said, your brother, he just died. Well, I told him not to go outside. He said he had to fight for his country's rights. Don't you know that? Mother, don't you know that? We can't stop the violence, because the war is not over until you can feel love, peace, silence, but I smell gunpowder. Zimbabwe gunpowder, Afghanistan gunpowder. We gotta stop with the gunpowder. My brother's been dead ever since. I ain't believe it, but when I saw him, I was convinced. 2 shots to the head, he was already dead. I headed for revenge in the city of Port-au-Prince, screaming, run, run, don't you know that we can't stop the violence? Because the war is not over until you can feel love, peace, and hear silence. I smell gunpowder. Philly got the gunpowder. Brooklyn got the gunpowder. We need to stop with the gunpowder. Give it up for a man, long, long. Straight out of China, baby. Ni Ho Ma, baby. Let's get it. Mama, I speak Mandarin. Ni Ho Ma. Shout out to President Obama. Yesterday I saw him, I was speechless. So I'm going to tell him what I wanted to say. What if Martin Luther stayed in the room, never stepped foot on the balcony? What if they had a bulletproof car instead of a drop top for Kennedy? When Malcolm X did this speech, what if I sat amongst the congregation? So when them boys scream, get your hands out my pocket, I say, watch out for the assassins. Oslo, ain't nothing new under the sun. What if I had put blank in Marvin Gaye's father's gun? What if y'all knew the truth before sending your kids to war? I told y'all Bush ain't care about Iraq, he cared about the oil. What if I could go back in time? I'll erase 9/11, dip to the Bahamas and put Aaliyah's luggage in the 747. Then I'll dip to Paris, put all the paparazzi in a slammer. So that way that night they would have never chased Princess Diana. Real talk, before Obama came, I was from the slum. All y'all thought was we play basketball and sing rap songs. Open up your eyes, realize Obama gets the Nobel Peace Prize. Martin Luther King smiles from the sky. So go ahead, critics, write whatever you want, sell it out of your stores. But sometime to get the peace, it starts with the war. So I'ma protect my president like the knight protects the queen on the floor. Equal rights and justice, that's what we fighting for. You dig?